Well, introduce myself to everyone who already knows me. My name is Mark Earlix, and I am a healer by the grace of God. And it's just something that happens with all of us if we allow it to. And what I do in my teachings, the workshops, et cetera, the appointments, I help people to realize that. And it's all a part of us. It's natural. And it's just, an extension of God. And as we're created in its image. And so therefore, if we're created in its image, we also have the ability to recreate in its image. And I just help people try to understand that and realize that in their life. Let me get this little thing here. There we go. So a couple things I want to mention. Some people may experience something happening while I'm working with them online. And with so few people, please feel free to also ask questions. I'll try with all my heart to answer them if I can understand and or if I'm comprehending correctly. And next Tuesday will be another healing circle. And then I believe it's, when is the next gathering? I believe it's June 15th. Is the next gathering. That's where people do nothing but ask questions. And then if there's time, what I'll do is I'll work with a couple people according to the time allowed. And I do see people here by appointments. I have a little office in Longmont. And and also there's the appointments by Zoom and FaceTime and Skype and telephone, if anyone's interested. And the appointments are a greater elaboration on what's happening here. And there's a lot more time to focus and to work, which I really, really love. This Thursday, on Thursdays, starting from, I think it's 1 in the afternoon, my time, until 7 my time, I'm doing the healing clinic. And they're 20-minute appointments, individualized, and I give my heart as deeply as I can in whatever you want me to work with or talk about or whatever. Most people, if not everyone, tells me that they've been pretty awesome. And there's a lot of change that happens with people, which is the purpose of the appointment, and also with the healing clinic. The next class we have, I don't remember. Lynn, do you remember when it is? Lynn, are you there, hon?
June 21st.
June 21st. And what topic did we pick that I'm going to be telling you about? Something about intuition?
Yes, intuition, a new birth.
A new birth and intuition. It's going to be awesome. And so please sign up for the workshop if you have the opportunity. There will be a discount up to 2 weeks before the workshop, and that'll be on the 21st. So any quick questions or comments before we start, please? Anything or anyone? Anything? Susan, anything you can think of? Or Penny? Go ahead, Susan.
No, not really off the top of my head. However, one thing, I guess the one thing that I would sort of note, which I already noted this to you previously, but in a previous healing session a couple months ago, I was asking for a healing for my dad, who was really, really sick. And you said that he actually needed to go to the emergency room, which was really surprising. Yeah. And so he went to made a doctor appointment, and his doctor said exactly that. You need to go to the emergency room right now.
Cool.
And then he had to have emergency open heart surgery that pretty much saved his life, which he had no clue that he had a heart issue whatsoever. And that was in March, and he is doing phenomenal. And in fact, the doctors keep saying that he's was the healthiest sick person in the hospital. And they did say that, if you did not catch this and go to the doctor and go to the emergency room and have open heart surgery right away, you would have lasted for a little while, but you would eventually had some kind of cardiac event. So, but he's doing phenomenal, and he's recovering at a rate that, you know, is far surpassed what we expected. So anyways, I just wanted to give you a little follow-up to that scenario and just thank you again.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. And thank God, you know, we were able to catch that. Lovely.
Absolutely.
Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that, Susan.
Absolutely.
And Christina, hey, how you doing, Christina?
Hi, Mark. Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good to see you.
I know.
All right. Any other questions or comments, please? Penny, was there something you had to say? You wanted to say?
Me, Penny?
Yeah, yeah.
Was there something I wanted to say? No.
Okay. I thought you were going like this to raise your hand.
Oh,
All right. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So no other questions or comments, please. Please feel free. All right. Well,
I have something silly to say.
please. I love it.
I love the rubber chicken.
Oh, that's Taco Bell.
That's what?
That's Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
Yes.
Okay.
My support system. It keeps me
Okay.
confident when I'm talking.
All right. All right. Well, I would really miss him if he weren't there.
You know, I wouldn't know what to say. You know, God speaks
I
through
couldn't.
all life. You know,
I couldn't pass it up.
he appreciates it. He says, you know, one time I saw this YouTube on YouTube and the Book of Duh there, and there was this one fellow. He was in 9 different frames, and 369, yes, and he had the duck or the chicken behind him, and he was going like this, squeezing him, it'll make a particular tune, a sound. And so he was actually creating a beautiful scenario of Pachelbel, the music. And so I was telling someone about that in Phoenix, and a group of people got together and they got me this chicken. So, and they said, well, this is Pachelbel. I said, oh my God. And so they found a chicken online for me. So, yeah. Or shedded duck or whatever it is. I don't know. But
It's got to be at least 15 years old, right, Mark?
no, it's only about 3 to 5, I think. Or something
Really?
like that. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's always been there.
Oh my God. That says a lot.
Right?
Is that my nature? All right. Well, I will give everyone as much and as deeply as I can. Sibel, please talk to me and tell me if there's anything in particular. Name one thing you'd like me to work with, please. Nothing emotional, anyone. That's only for private. Turn on your mic. I can't hear you. You're going to have to unmute there.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Pardon me. Yeah, I just think I need a blessing. It's been a very, a big week, and I appreciate your help immensely, you know.
Good.
And yet yesterday I did a ceremony, a special ceremony about some of the issues that actually we talked about. And so it just needs some blessing. So
I'd
I
be
would,
more than glad to.
yeah.
All
I
right.
think that's the where to go today.
All right, my dear. And you just sit back and relax and try with all your heart not to have anything on your mind.
Okay.
And again, it's going back to recognizing that the creator that did the divinity within, the higher consciousness, whatever you want to call it, let it have all the anxieties, worries, and fears. Let it happen. And if it takes it, then you don't have it. Let it take it.
Okay.
And keep
That's the-
reminding yourself of that. It has it. God
Yeah.
has it. Creator has it.
Uh,
Capiche?
yes. Difficult.
No, that's the conversation. It's really simple. We
Right.
were born with the world telling us it's difficult. But let
Thank
it
you.
have it. Sure. My pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure. Penny, my dear, turn that mic on.
Okay. My sister Judy, do you need her whole name? You want her whole name?
Nope.
Okay. My sister Judy, good, that's good, has gone to, she lives in Lakewood now in assisted living. She's 3 years older than I am. And she has had terrible diarrhea for like 5 to 6 months, and the doctors can't seem to get a handle on it at all. So she's all dehydrated and everything. So whatever you can do to help her heal and let go of that diarrhea would be wonderful. And she does have other problems, which I know you will see, but this is what's really, really crucial right now.
Okay. Do you get to see her at all?
No, no, I haven't seen her in years, actually.
Okay.
She has mental illness, and sometimes we can talk and sometimes we can't.
I understand. Okay.
But my niece has brought her to Colorado and is 13 blocks away, so she's not alone. You know, she has
Okay, good.
someone looking after her.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Mhm. If you see something different or something, feel free.
I'm not a medical doctor. I don't know
I
anything.
understand. Mhm.
And what I'd like to suggest, just for her particular situation, it's not
Yes.
for everyone that has the situation, but for her
Uh-huh.
particular situation, I'm wondering if your daughter can get her, say, from Whole Foods or from Sprouts or from some health food store or whatever, a quality fiber capsule. And if it might help if she took 2 a day in the morning. But her body is lacking, in my perception, personal perception, a quality fiber in her body.
Yeah, at her assisted living place, the food is not quality. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Yeah, so.
I'm just saying.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you. I'll
My
make sure
pleasure.
and
And-
tell my niece that.
Yes, very important if she wants to, follow through with
Okay.
what I think. All right.
Okay.
So, and I've never, I've always done this. I try not to prescribe, diagnose, and to tell
Right.
them when they're healed. I let people pretty much tell me, and I'll suggest things. But that's, about it. Let me work with her as well, and we'll see if we can
Okay.
help her to feel better. Okay?
Okay. And I'll have to tell you that she, many times she doesn't take her medication or anything else.
No, it has to be given to
But
her.
we'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a
Yes.
whirl.
As
Okay.
long as 2 a day in the morning. That's
Okay.
what, my perception is. So,
Okay.
Okay, anything with you would like me to work with, please, Penny, and please feel free.
Um,
What do you think? Name one thing.
well, I'd like to not be so at effect of the heat. Is that something you could,
You'd like to be so what at heat?
the heat is bothering me more as I age. And so I would like anything you can do, actually I'm walking, I would like more energy, just, I would really like more energy, and I'm doing really well right now. If there's something you can see, please do it. Suggestion maybe, I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I'll tell you what, Penny.
Yeah.
That's why I moved from there several years ago. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, in 110, it felt like my blood was boiling inside, and my body just couldn't handle it anymore. 110 degrees, 115. And one time I was off trail hiking, and with one other fellow, and all of a sudden he looked back and he saw me on the ground. It was 95 in the mountains, or 90 in the mountains, and I got heat stroke and I went down. And he threw me in a car, stuck my head out the window, poured a bottle of water on my head, and drove really fast. And it brought me back to consciousness. And I could have been permanently damaged, but at the same time, ever since then, my blood started boiling. When I was in the heat, it felt like. So, and that's why I moved. So move, no, I know your life is there. So let me ask a blessing on you, and we'll see if
Okay.
that doesn't help.
Yes, whatever you see, darling.
I didn't ask a
Great.
blessing myself at the time, but
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
and not to talk you into or anything else, you may feel something happening inside your body. All right.
Thank you, thank you,
My-
thank
My
you.
pleasure. My total pleasure. One thing that came to me while I was asking the blessing for you was that a lot of healers, they say, oh, I don't care about myself, or I don't want to take care of myself. It's most important to continue to see yourself as important, to take care of yourself. So that's a fallacy of false selflessness. It's important. You know, why else are we here unless it's to take care of ourselves? Then we can even more effectively help other people to feel better in their lives. My perception of things, the world according to Mark. So, all right, cool.
Thank you,
Hey,
Mark.
Lucinda, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. I can't hear you. Do you have your mic on, hon? Or your volume? Can't hear you. Listen, what you may have to do is sign out and come back in. I'm so sorry. All righty. There we go. And Harry, my good friend, Is there anything in particular? Name one thing you'd like me to work with, please.
Well, today I'd like you to work with this lower back pain that I get. I've got some issues in my spine and it's difficult to walk upright and without a walker.
Okay, all righty. How long has the lower spine been bothering you?
Oh, for several years.
About 4 years?
Yeah,
Okay, all righty. So what I'm going to do is work with it and see if this doesn't help you to feel better, okay?
thank you.
Sure. You know, and it's mostly, you know, where the small of the back is. Well, it's about, I don't know anything anatomically or medically or biologically, neurologically or whatever, but my perception is that where the small of the back is, it's about 3 vertebrae down is the main causal area of that where it's log jammed. I don't know if you can relate to that.
I can.
Okay, so what I saw also, there's an exercise that I'm familiar with, and what I saw was the effect of the exercise taking effect. And the exercise is when you're laying in on your back, and it's important that you may want to do this religiously in your life. I mean, very religiously in your life. Turn it into a religion if you have to. God won't mind. And it's perceiving your spine from your neck all the way down to your tailbone, slowly, like a snake, undulating, real slow and gentle, like this, all the way down. And it might take several weeks for the entire spine to start to shift on you. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Any questions about that exercise?
no, I'll certainly try it.
No, don't. Don't do it if you're going to try it.
No, I'm going to do it.
Okay. All right, good. Very important. And you're not going to notice anything at first, but it'll take several weeks, like I said, for you to actually feel the undulation like a snake. It'll take several weeks to do that. And then you'll actually feel it and it will start shifting physically.
Thank you.
That was my perception of what I saw, and I trust that with all my heart. But I want to work with it a little bit more.
Okay.
Yes, and also it's like that area, like 3 of the vertebrae below the small of the back there is the causal area of all that, but it's accentuating outwards. It's extending outwards through the through injuring the muscles, and it's going to keep growing, and you want to inhibit that with that exercise.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
If you do that exercise.
It will happen.
You got it, my dear friend. Blessings to
Thank
you.
you.
All righty. And please, everyone, don't forget, if it's within your heart, to give anything on the website. There's a little area there that you can do a gifting. Please feel free. All right. Lucinda, anything? Can you hear me okay? Turn on your mic, hon. There you go.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Excellent. Yes.
Good, good. Okay.
Perfect. Sometimes it takes turning off and on again, and I've had to do that too. So, You doing well, my dear?
Pretty well, thank you for 70.
You're
Yeah,
awesome. You're
yeah.
still a spring chicken. So
Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know.
anything in particular you would like me to work with, please?
Well,
Any one thing.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2 about 5 years ago. And I've been working with it and using metformin and one other that I can't remember the name of right now, but um working with diet and
Good.
keeping track of my calories and watching the carbs
Yes.
and things like that, and then drinking more water, doing intermittent fasting.
How
And
often?
well, I signed up for a program that kind of tells me when to fast and when to eat, and it's pretty rigorous. It's like every day it's some fasting going on, and sometimes it's for a full 24 hours.
Cool.
Yeah. So, but this is a new thing. I just started to see if I can, lower my blood sugar and get stabilized. I haven't been
Good.
able to get stabilized.
All righty. All right. And is there anything you want me to work with in particular? Please share.
To work with.
Yes.
Um, yeah. Yeah. So I, I think that, I've been watching you for about a couple of weeks, and
Cool.
I
Thank you.
attribute my beginning the intermittent fasting to that. But I just want guidance, with how to get free of metformin basically, and how to restabilize my blood sugar and my metabolism. It's metabolism.
Okay. I think that it's not what I think, it's what I really know, is that everything you're doing now that you just described, if you're a diehard with that program of everything being in the program, with you, the particular foods and especially the dark green foods, um, uh, and um, and everything in regulation, it will, the diabetes itself will dissipate. And the intermittent fasting, et cetera. If you're really a diehard with all that stuff and get the sugars out of your life, the excess sugars, and that will keep you on path, and you'll also feel so much better.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
much better. But what I can do is ask a blessing on you,
Okay.
and it'll be by God. So we'll just take it from there, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we have to get mad at ourselves sometimes to make something happen.
Yeah.
So, and not fall prey to the submission of it, submitting ourselves to the fallible parts. And we have to, make up our mind and say, no, I'm not going to have this in my life anymore, and then go die hard into it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, hon?
Yeah, definitely. And when you were giving me the blessing, I saw that there was some resistance. And that's part of it, the cells are resisting the insulin.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we have the ability to transform that through saying no. And when it's resisting like that, that means there's chaos. And when there's chaos, that means change is about to happen.
okay,
Keep that in mind.
that's good to know. Yeah. Because I
Yes.
have been experiencing a lot of chaos lately.
And that means change is happening in its process. And the other mind is saying, no, no, don't. And then, all of a sudden it knows it's changing too, and it's afraid to let go.
Okay, yeah, I'm working on it.
All right, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Christina, yay.
Hi, Mark. I woke up in the middle of a cleansing, as you would call it. I feel pretty crummy today. Not sure where this even came from because I don't really go out much, but it's just all in the sinuses, headache, ears, sore throat, chest, very fatigued. So it's just kind of all in the head right now and chest.
Okay, hon.
Thank you.
And you're drinking a lot of water?
I noticed today I need to up that.
Yep. It's almost like if you don't put water in the car's radiator, it just don't work.
Yes, I can relate to that. That's for sure.
Got to have it. It circulates and supplies life to the rest of the engine. All righty. You got it, my dear.
Thank you.
My
Thank you.
pleasure. I'm serious. You gotta have excess water, and you gotta get plenty of rest tonight.
Yeah.
And you'll notice a difference. And next time you start to come down with something like that, a little cleansing or whatever, and it may
Yeah.
feel big, but it's a little, but a cleansing. Right as you're beginning to sense that you're starting to come down, do that lemon juice thing that we talked about.
Actually, I did that today.
After
Yeah,
the fact.
yes, it was after the fact because I thought it was allergies because the weather's been crazy over here.
I
So
understand.
yeah,
I understand. Okay. You
perfect.
rock.
You rock too, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. All right. And the doggy's doing good, and your daughter?
Yeah. Last day of school was Friday, so yeah,
Congratulations.
I know, right? Can you believe it?
All righty.
Yeah, if you want to give her a blessing, that would be wonderful.
You got it. She's good.
She is
All
good.
right. All right, Susan, anything in particular you would like me to work with, my dear?
I do. I actually have a request for myself and then a request for a friend if we have time. But
Sure.
the request for myself is I often have pain in my hips, especially my left hip. And I've experienced this for, probably over 20 years. But in the past couple of years, it's gotten more severe. And in the past couple months, it's really, really increased. And so I'll use a hip roller to try to alleviate some of the pain, and that helps. I made a doctor's appointment to talk to her about it to see, if I need to see a chiropractor, but it is getting worse. And I'll just add that a couple of years ago, when I was at a healing circle at Unity that you did mention to me that my legs were uneven. So I don't know if that's pertinent to the hip issue, but it seems like that could be related.
Yes. Okay, and what I like to do, are you sitting down or laying down right now?
I'm sitting.
All right, can you like stretch out your legs on the ground and just relax them? Or
Sure.
extend them, I should say. Not stretch them out,
Okay.
but extend. And I'm gonna work with the hip area from your spine starting to go towards the left side. Even if you were to press in on the top there, it would be tender, if I'm correct.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to work with that. And you might sense that your legs are, one of the legs is twitching in a moment.
Okay.
There. There. Now, can you do me a favor and stand up and move around a little bit and twist and tell me if you notice any difference yet? And be candid, please.
I don't notice any difference just kind of moving around, but my legs did twitch a little slightly, not drastically, but slightly.
Yeah, that's all. And what that did, it shifted the hip area, and that might lead into more relief.
Okay.
So I'm going to work more with the left hip now. There we go. All right, let's see if this doesn't bring you some relief in there.
Okay,
Uh,
thank
And
you.
it'll be sooner than later.
Okay, that's good news.
Yeah, yeah. My perception of things, not to be a psychic or anything. All right,
Gotcha.
all right. Let's see, Lynn, is there anything you'd like me to work with? Are you there, Lynn?
Hi.
Hi.
I guess a blessing for my daughter and her daughter.
Okay. All right,
Just so they get better.
sure.
Thank you.
Get better sooner.
Get better sooner. Yes.
All by God. I don't know why I keep getting this. The more they laugh, the sooner it'll be.
Okay.
So
I can arrange that.
make a joke about it, or something. But the more they laugh, the sooner it'll be. And so there you go.
That's interesting. Thank you.
I know. So I've never said that one before. Strange things come out of my mouth. So, all right. Penny, how you doing, hon? Turn on your mic, Penny. Penny. There you go. Hey, how you doing, Penny?
Good. I'm good.
All right, good. Excellent. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You.
My blessings. Pleasure. Sibel, please.
I have a question for you.
Please. Yeah.
When you do a healing for one person,
Yes.
it feels like the healing goes to everyone
Yes.
Yeah.
To some degree, according to their needs.
according to their needs.
Yes.
Like Christina, when you were working on her cold symptoms, that's how I woke up this morning. And I took 2 naps today, and I ate very lightly, and I felt better this afternoon,
Awesome.
but I still feel, a little tired, very tired. So I noticed that I really felt it in my forehead when you were working with her.
Yes. It affects people according to their needs, and it'll give, according to their needs, it'll give a reprieve in what they're experiencing, or what their needs are. It'll give a reprieve for that to some degree.
I see.
That's just the way the spirit works on this. I have no control over that.
Right.
All right, good, excellent.
Yeah.
I remember in Chicago, there'd be literally up to a couple hundred people, between 50 and a couple hundred, and then most people would feel the energies
Yeah.
of the spirit hitting them to varying degrees. That's where I learned according to your needs. So,
Right. Yeah, because I feel it. When you work
Sure.
with each person, depending, like I felt it the most with Christina.
Yeah.
Because of the similar issue. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
for
you.
sharing. Harry, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you.
Do you notice any thing in your back?
Well, I'm not really standing up now, so I'm not going to feel it, but I am going to work with what you suggested.
Okay,
That
good.
point undulating and when I'm laying down, and
Yes,
I'll work with that through the week, and maybe I can give you a report next time.
good. Don't add anything to the exercise.
Nope,
All right. All right, my dear friend. Looking
thank
forward.
you.
All righty. Sibel, excuse me, Lucinda, you doing okay, hon?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. I was wondering if you could do healing on my husband too.
Sure.
He's
Anything in
got,
particular?
yeah, he has a lot of back pain. I think it's not sure. So I think it's the left, if I'm not mistaken. But he always has muscle problems, and it's very stiff in his back muscle on the side, close to the side.
Which side? Left?
I think it's the left. Yeah,
Okay. What's his first name?
George.
George. All right. A quick reminder to everyone, if I suggested something, an exercise or something to do, take it to heart because those things will affect you for many years in helping you to feel better. So please. And it's those things were meant for your participation in that. Very important. All right, great. My pleasure, Lucinda. Christine, please. Hi, hon.
It's definitely already kicking in. I am freezing. That's usually how I feel, spirit, really cold kind of wind. So
All
I'm
right.
double layered over here.
Well, that's what you get for living in Chicago, even if it is 90.
I know, I'm telling you, it's crazy, the weather.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Susan, how you feeling, hon? Do you notice any difference yet, or be candid?
I don't notice a difference yet, but I wanted to see if you might be willing to do a healing for my friend Jenny.
What's her situation?
So her mother is currently dying of terminal cancer, and her mother has been in hospice for over a year. And my friend Jenny is like her primary caregiver and has a very, very demanding career. She has a 4-year-old. She just has she basically is suffering from adrenal fatigue. She's completely depleted and just basically running on sheer adrenaline. Her mom sort of took a turn about a week ago. And so I'm not sure where things are at, but I just was hoping for a prayer for endurance and sort of replenishing that reserve that's so depleted in her right now.
Okay. What I'd like to do, I want to ask a blessing first for her mother.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, and now I want to ask a blessing for Jenny.
Thank you.
What I got was that there's a great peace that's going to come upon her soon.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All righty. Any other final questions or comments? Please. All right. Anything? Well, we're 5 minutes early. I got to spend a little bit extra time. Oh boy. So did I ever tell anyone here about where the Pencil family moved to when they went on vacation, or excuse me, moved to when they went to another place to move? Pennsylvania. Okay. All right. Never mind. I messed it up anyways at first. So it's a kid's joke. I couldn't even remember it. God.
We need to get you some new material, Mark.
Oh, come on. All right, everyone. Blessings to you. And any other final questions or comments, please? Please feel free, if you're interested in an appointment, to make an appointment with me. It's a great elaboration on what's been worked with here, but there's a lot more to it. And so that can either be Skype or Zoom or FaceTime or telephone. And also, if it's not that, I have a 20-minute healing clinic every Thursday, unless otherwise announced. And that's for 20-minute appointments. And it's all on the website. And please do feel free to give him a heart if you want to. It's on the website where you can do that gifting. And I don't know of anything else. Next Tuesday is the Healing Circle, and the next workshop we're having is intuition. And it's a different form of working with intuition that we all have. And it's just listening to me for 4 days, an hour and a half a day. The workshops are awesome. They're just incredible. So that's coming up, I believe, in June, later in June. And that might be, I forgot when Lynn told me. That's the 21st of June. It's starting. And so please do feel free to sign up for it. When you get Lynn all the information on it, you can pre-sign up for it anyway. And 2 weeks before the workshop, excuse me, from the time Lynn puts it up, or even from now, really, it's going to be 175 and instead of 250, and it's going to be 250 2 weeks before the workshop starts. So there's a price on that. Any questions? Anything I can try to answer? All right, I'm going to Phoenix this weekend if anyone's there and wants to make an appointment with me. It's all on the website. Contact Sue Cavas or me. And I'm doing a healing circle on Friday night, this coming Friday, 3 days. Oh my God. And Saturday and Sunday, I'm doing appointments. And I still got a little room left for appointments. Blessings to everyone. Thank you so much. And please do keep me updated. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, Mark.
God bless.
Thank you so much, Mark.